Good morning students. Welcome you all once again. In our previous video, we were discussing about the second part of the chapter The Sound of Music titled as The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. In the particular topic, we were discussing that how Bismillah Khan gave his contribution in the field of music and how he invented new ragas and became a prime musician after the independence. So now in the continuation of the same, I am going to start the next para. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan, where King Zahir Shah was so taken in by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. Taken in by, this is a phrase and it means is attracted or charmed by. Souvenirs is things given in memory of a place, person or event. As Bismillah Khan had been famous as a great musician, so he gave many performances not only in India but also in abroad. Some of them are memorable, like the one at Afghanistan. The king of Afghanistan, King Zahir Shah, really liked Bismillah Khan's performance and he gifted him many things which were made in Afghanistan, like Persian carpets, etc. So that Ustad Bismillah Khan would remember his first visit to abroad, that was to Afghanistan. Next line is the king of Afghanistan was not the only one to be fascinated with Bismillah's music. Film director Bijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at a festival that he named a film after the instrument called Goonj Uthi Sehnai. There were many people or many other people also who were attracted or charmed by to his Sehnai's music. Goonj Uthi Sehnai was a name of a Hindi movie. It was made by Bijay Bhatt. He was a film director and he really liked the sound of the Sehnai played by Bismillah Khan, and that is why he named his movie as Goonj Uthi Sehnai after the name of Shehnai. Next line is the film was a hit and one of Bismillah Khan's compositions, Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya, turned out to be a nationwide chartbuster. Chartbuster is record breaker. There was a song in movie Goonj Uthi Sehnai named Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya. It was composed by Ustad Bismillah Khan and became a chartbuster. It broke all the record. Means Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya, this song of Goonj Uthi Sehnai movie was very famous and it was at everyone's tongue. Next para is, despite this huge success in the celluloid world, Bismillah Khan's ventures in film music were limited to two: Bijay Bhatt's Goonj Uthi Sehnai and Bikram Srinivasan's Kannada venture Sandhi Apanna. Celluloid is an old-fashioned way of referring to films. Venture is a project that often involves risk or something which has a lot of risk. Although this song was a chartbuster, Bismillah Khan got a lot of success in this film, but he composed music only for two films. The names of the movies were, first one was Goonj Uthi Sehnai made by Bijay Bhatt and Kannada movie made by Bikram Srinivasan called Sanadhi Apanna. Next para is I just can't come to terms with the artificiality and glamour of the film world, he says with emphasis. Emphasis means to lay stress or to say something with a stress. Ustad Bismillah Khan would say that he did not like the artificial world of films and the glamour that was there in the film world. That was the reason he did not compose music for many movies. Then next line is awards and recognition came thick and fast. Thick and fast means here he got a lot of awards and was recognized at many places. Bismillah Khan got a lot of recognition and was honored with awards. The next para is Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in the United States of America. He also took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival, and in the Osaka Trade Fair. Bismillah Khan ji performed all over the world as he had become a great musician. He performed in United States of America at the Lincoln Center Hall. He also performed in the Montreal, Australia, in the World Exposition, and he also performed at the Cannes Art Festival, and he also performed in Japan at the Osaka Trade Fair. Next line is so well known did he become internationally that an auditorium in Tehran was named after him. Tahar Mosque Ustad Bismillah Khan. Tehran is located in Iran. Bismillah Khan was so famous all over the world, and that in Tehran an auditorium has been named after him. Next line is national awards like the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan, and Padma Vibhushan were conferred on him. Conferred means given. Usually it is used for a degree or an award. Ustad Bismillah Khan has been awarded with these national award Padma Shri, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan. The next para is in 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna. With the coveted award resting on his chest and his eyes glinting with rare happiness, he said, "All I would like to say is, teach your children music. This is Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the West is now coming to learn our music." Coveted is much desired. When Ustad Bismillah Khan received India's highest civilian award, that was Bharat Ratna, in the year 2001, his eyes were shining and there was a great happiness. He was very happy because his hard work had been recognized and he gave an important message to the country also. He told all the Indians to teach music to their children because music is the richest tradition in India. He said that even the Western countries wanted to learn India's music. So definitely it has a great importance and it is a matter of pride for all of us who live in India. Next para is in spite of having travelled all over the world, Khan Saab, as he is fondly called, is exceedingly fond of Banaras and Dumrao, and they remain for him the most wonderful towns of the world. There is no doubt that Ustad Bismillah Khan ji had travelled all over the world. He was given so much respect and recognition, but he remained rooted. Banaras, where he learnt music, and Dumrao, where he was born and brought up, were the two most wonderful towns of the world for him. He was so down to earth that although he had traveled all over the world, still he was attached to his birthplace. Next para is a student of his once wanted him to head a Shehnai school in the USA, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras by replicating the temples there. But Khan Sahab asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well. Replicating is making a copy of something or to replace something. As he was famous all over the world, so there was a student of Ustad Bismillah Khan, and he wanted that Ustad Bismillah Khan should set up a Sehnai school in USA also. The student promised that he would recreate the temple of Banaras in America for Ustad ji, as he would miss it. Now Ustad Bismillah Khan was attached to river Ganga also. So he asked his student that would he transport the river Ganga also to America. So he wanted to say that he could not leave India. He was so attached, or he was attached not only to the temples of Banaras but also to the holy river of Ganga. Next para is, later he is remembered to have said, that is why whenever I am in a foreign country, I keep yearning to see Hindustan. While in Mumbai, I think of only Banaras and the holy Ganga. And while in Banaras, I miss the unique Matha of Dumrao. Yearning is longing or having a great desire for something. Ustad Bismillah Khan said that whenever he visited any foreign country, he longed or he had a great desire to see India. He wanted to return to India. And then he says that when he was in India, in Mumbai, he yearned to visit Banaras and the Ganga river. And when he was in Banaras, he missed the birthplace Dumrao and the Matha where he sang Cheta and was rewarded with the laddu of 1.25 kg weight by the Maharaja. It means he was memorizing the old memories when he was a child. Next para is, Ustad Bismillah Khan's life is a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India, one that effortlessly accepts that a devout Muslim like him can very naturally play the Shehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. Devotees believing strongly in a religion and obeying its laws and following its practices. In the particular para, here the writer says that Ustad Bismillah Khan was a perfect example of the rich cultural heritage of India. His work was beyond the religion barriers. Although he was a strict Muslim, he followed the Muslim laws, but every morning he would play the Shehnai at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. And that you know that Kashi Vishwanath temple is a religious place for Hindu, and as Bismillah Khan was a Muslim, which was a Hindu temple, Kashi Vishwanath. This shows that he did not have the barriers of religion in his mind. He was a true Indian. He considered music to be India's richest cultural heritage. He never compared the music with the religion or with the barriers of religion. The next para is, Ustad Bismillah Khan passed away on 21st August 2006 at the age of 90 after a prolonged illness. He was given a state funeral and the government of India declared one day of national mourning. This was the end of the life of Bismillah Khan. he had been ill for a long time and he died on 21st August 2006 at the age of 90. The entire country mourned or cried at the death of the legendary musician. There was a holiday for one day and he was given a state funeral like the armies got. So student, this is the end of the second part of Bismillah Khan, or the second chapter, The Sound of Music, and I am giving you a worksheet related to the covered portion. Please do them, and if you have any query, please post to get the proper answer. Thank you.